What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Gaming Show. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Looks like we're going to be taking on the Nemean Lion. Let's just take that marker off, and let's go fight it. That's full plan for this video. We're going to do this, and then... Sorry. Oh, god damn it. Sorry, I got looking somewhere else. I'm hearing clunking behind me, so that means my cat's doing something. What was I saying? We're gonna take this thing on, and then we're gonna... Jesus Christ! I have no idea what the hell my cat was just doing there. You just heard him just tear out of the room. I think you can plug my phone charger. Jesus. Just gonna keep dancing. There it is. Okay, made sure I did a quick save so I don't have to run all the way back here. Sorry about that last attempt. I was a little distracted by my good friend the cat. Let's go with a poison. Go, we got it. So let's just take some damage. Oh, god damn it, I missed. Alright, that thing's down. Now we just gotta chip away at this bastard. God damn, getting the range here is really killing me. Come on, come on. Wait, is he healing? Holy shit! How have I not caught that? I felt like I wasn't making any headway. I thought maybe it was because I was using my knives. Well, if anything, I'm doing more damage with my knives than I was with my spear. Means I gotta stay on this guy. I can't run and play it safe. I gotta... Ah, shit, I missed. There we go. Big critical on that one. Shit. Oh, you're kidding me. Damn, these fights are really fun. I'm frustrated as hell, especially when the damn thing heals himself. And he's calling in... I think that was him calling in Lion back up. Come on, come on. Damn it. I can't get close. Come on, come on. Dance, dance, wait for second wind. There we go. Come at me. Grab a heal. Damn it. My timing on the dodge was off. Ah, come on. Damn it, he hit me before I was able to... There we go. God damn it, my hands are sweating. Fuck me! Alright, I don't know how the hell I did this, but I... Oh wait, nope. Okay, I thought I had him stuck on the... I thought I had him stuck. I thought that... I thought that, alright, we glitched our way into an easy win here. Damn it. I hate when I commit to that attack and then he throws me off. Come on, baby. Come on. Woo! Man, that was fun. Alright, we're going to head over into Corinth and keep going on the main story. Take a look at this. Again, I keep saying it, this game does have some beautiful vistas. You gotta give them credit for it.
note. Written by Themistocles. Who knew the great general was also a poet?
Oh, looks like there's actually a little.
People come here to worship Aphrodite, but the view is the real beauty.
It's like I believe this is from what I looked it over in the map. Yeah, this is Alcibiades. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Nice view.
It just got a lot nicer.
Oh, great.
Hoping to see you again.
Alcibiades, what are you doing outside of Athens?
Someone like me is always on the move. I've docked my ship in every port.
I bet you have.
If you're here for more than the view, I have a task for you. It is crucial this package gets to its proper recipient. It's not for me, but a man named Theodoros.
What package?
I'll help. But it's only that little box?
One should never judge something by its size.
Yay, penis jokes.
It may very well make a huge impact.
You said this package isn't from you. Why do you have it then?
It simply came into my hands, that's all. Theodoros asked for my help, like I'm asking for yours now.
Why can't this Theodoros deliver it himself?
You're a curious one, aren't you? Some questions don't have answers. Sometimes things just are.
You've traveled a lot. What's your favorite place to go?
Oh, a personal question. Interesting. The world is filled with beautiful places. To pick my favorite would be like picking my favorite Etera. I could do it, but the answer changes based on my mood.
I know that feeling.
All right. Who am I giving?
I have the same feeling with like games and movies sometimes, you know.
Corinthian military fort. He's one of their stronger assets.
And I just tell him it's from you.
No, from Theodoros. Don't forget, Theodoros.
All right. What was I saying? But yeah, I mean, it's I have that same kind of feeling. You know, my favorite movie / video game or whatever. Yeah, it changes from time to time. All depending on the mood. I think a lot of people are that way, in all honesty. Oh, goody, we get to infiltrate.
They'll be on high alert here.
Oh, that's right. I have my new invisibility spell, or cloak, or just ability, whatever the hell you want to call it. All right, looks like the wall is pretty unguarded. Oh. Shit.
Yes, you're scared.
There we go. Well, the captain's is gone. Excuse me. God, I really hate this time of year. That this early January, post-December stuff, man. The air starts getting really dry. I apologize. Just my throat starts getting all scratchy and...
This is for you.
Give it here. Is this some kind of joke? This is a cast of someone's dick.
Oh my god, that's great! Oh, that's phenomenal.
You know a man named Theodoros?
Theodoros? He'll pay for this with his life. I'll destroy his men. I'll destroy his ship. He'll regret ever touching Thalia.
Oh man, that's great. It's a cast of someone's dick. I'm sorry, I know, I'm a giant child. I know I shouldn't be laughing at these things. It's immature, yada yada yada. But I mean, come on, that was meant to be a joke. Oh, that's great. I always wonder with, you know, people with, you know, who do the voice acting for some of these roles. Like, when you have to do that line, like, how does that make you feel? Burn that on my way out, so when I come back later to complete the location... Yeah, just try and get me. I love that leap of I think it's the leap of faith ability where you can just jump off of anything and not hurt yourself. It's useful when you're just trying to move around the map really quickly. Okay, apparently there's a nearby quest to kill these people. Just take away your shield. Bam. See, can I change? I can't change my equipment mid-fight, can I? I thought I picked up a new sword from killing the lion. Oh, maybe you have to go turn in the pelt to get that. Okay. Sorry, when it showed me the quest earlier when I was checking the map, it said I got a weapon for killing the lion. I know that was a weird thought that just kind of popped up in my head, but I was fighting with my swords and just thinking, oh wait, maybe I should check if I got a better weapon. Although I guess these are knives, they aren't swords. Honestly, I like fighting with the knives, personally. Like the speed. Even though I'd argue that they're short swords, but whatever.
Yeah! They think this temple is dedicated to them, the brutes.
The thieves are here and the Etera aren't.
The Etera? They're much wiser than we are. They realized their visitors were all getting robbed on the way in.
There's no avoiding the Monger's men in Corinth.
Who walks around with a name like the Monger?
Don't let him hear you say that.
Last time his name came out of a fool's mouth, the man's tongue was sliced out.
So the Monger is a Corinthian criminal?
Master of the underground markets. He rules with one hand open for money and the other clenched around a weapon.
A drachmi and blood-hungry monster's what he is.
So he's hunting the Etera. For money?
Exactly. Since the Etera bring in so much drachmi, he wants everything they control.
The thieves are better off robbing them than us.
If you know of the Etera, then you know of Anthusa. I'm looking for her.
They say she's everywhere, though I've never seen her. But the Edera see everything.
I've seen them gather by the spring of Pireni, down the mountain. They meet clients there and then take them elsewhere in secret.
Good. Maybe pray to Aphrodite from home next time.
There we go. We got a got a clue on where to find this person. Jeez. I am sorry. I know it's gross listening to me cough like this. I'm so sorry.
I was just starting to miss you. I hope you delivered the package?
Oh, it was a package.
To kill the others when I told him. I also wasn't expecting the package to be, well, that.
A package.
A nice surprise, wasn't it? I can make another one for you too, if you'd like.
Another one? You...
It was mine, yes. It looked good, didn't it? I needed to get the Odoros out of the way, and now he will be. I impress myself sometimes.
Whatever you say.
Why don't we let our bodies do the talking? Surely you had thoughts of it as well when you saw the cast of me?
Here? Before the gods?
Let's make an offering.
I'm good.
I'm not interested.
Oh, a shame. Aphrodite would have loved it. Maybe another time.
I love this guy's character, but I don't want some sort of disease. I know this isn't Fable where you pick up STDs or whatever, but nah, I'm good. I mean, think about it. I mean, this is getting an STD in the time before penicillin. Ugh. Alright, so I believe we're supposed to continue. Yeah, we're looking for this Aunt House person. And drachmi, rusty mace. Yeah, I still don't get though why the weapon I'm using right now is called a knife. I mean, I guess it's a knife, but it's more of a short sword if you ask me. A wolf? Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with that thing.
It shouldn't be long now. No, it won't be.
Alright, let's... Of course, load screens.
Ah, so Cassandra
There we go.
finally found us. You know me?
And you know her. This is Anthusa.
We saw you help the worshippers at the temple of Aphrodite. You've proven yourself a friend. Hear that, Icarus? Her sight's as good as yours.
Oh, little birdie.
Also spoke very highly of you.
Surprise!
Phoebe!
The hell?
Aspasia sent me. I work for her now, remember?
But why here? Corinth isn't safe.
I had to tell Anthusa you were coming. Aspasia taught me a new word, emissary. That's me.
And now Cassandra and I have met.
See? This is easy. And now I can help you.
Yeah, why not? I like the kid.
Right? Who knows what I'll get into.
She's pretty scrappy. I like her.
Sure, you're extra careful. We need to move inside, Cassandra. We're not the only ones watching. Come with me, and we'll talk.
Can I come?
As long as you're quiet.
She kind of reminds me of Scrappy Doo from the old Scooby-Doo commercials. I like her. She's fun. I'm just really glad we haven't had to meet that Marcos guy from the very beginning of the game again. He pissed me off to no end.
Yavis told me about you. Did he? Go on. I'm looking for a woman from Sparta. A runaway. Long ago. She may have gone by the name of Mirini.
Who's that?
She's my mother.
Your mother? You don't have a mother. Marcos told me he raised you.
What did I tell you about talking? I see. There will be time to respond to your question, but that time isn't now.
Let me guess, he needs something from me.
That's not the answer I'm looking for. It's the only one you'll get until I've bargained a proper exchange.
There we go.
I've become quite the businesswoman, after all.
You better be telling the truth. Cassandra can get really mad.
Why don't you go play, Phoebe? Let me and Anthusa talk.
If you say so.
I still like the kid.
I propose a trade. Help me. Help us get stronger. Strong enough to rid Corinth of the Monger permanently. A simple transaction, I assure you. You have a deal. A wise decision, dear Misthios. I haven't made it this far being a fool. I know when to take a chance.
Alright, so what are we supposed to do to take this guy out?
Now, you've heard of the Monger? I heard about him after I killed his men. Seems he's famous in Corinth. For all the wrong reasons. His knife has shed much Corinthian blood, but that's just the way of commerce. The blood between us is bad. Then you've held your ground well. You're not dead. Not yet, anyway. But he's employed enough thugs to amass a small army. Now they're attacking people in the street, us included. He's been killing Etera? Killing? We're smarter than that. But action must be taken before it goes that far. I'm not the only one who needs help. My girls, Damalis and Irina, are suffering too. More Monger trouble? I wouldn't doubt it. Work against their aggressors, and then it will be his turn to suffer. You'll find Damalis here at the spring, but Irina has gone to Bellerophon's garden. What's wrong with Irina? She's looking for Cleo, another Etera, who's gone missing. I've been too distracted to help in the search. Has Damalis told you what's wrong? She hasn't told me much, but I know these girls as well as I know myself. Something's not right. I'll see what I can do for them. Good. The Monger feeds his thugs. With the drachmi, he makes smuggling. Weapons, mostly, which is all the more lucrative now that he has a war to supply. So, if someone interrupts the Monger's supply, his men go hungry. Exactly. Go to his warehouse in the port of Lecheo and burn his cargo, all of it. We'll let chaos take care of the rest. Why rob people who can't put 2 drachmi together if he has a business? It's illegitimate, but gets him rich. Even this smuggling is a front. He steals slaves, innocents, who shouldn't be harmed, but his thugs can burn. Seems to me that burning his biggest source of income is asking for trouble. I want to put the new muscle I've acquired on show. Plus, violence is the only language he understands. I know many people who speak that language.
Yeah, you're one of them.
Then the warehouse will be cinders.
Alright, we gonna hop into this?
You don't look like a Monger spy. I'm more the in-your-face type. You have a Monger problem, Damalis? I might. One of my regulars has changed. He was a decent man once, but now he's gone bad. Corinth seems to have a shortage of decent people. I need someone with muscle to figure out what's behind the change. Why he's different. He's gotten you scared. He asks me questions I don't know the answers to about our drachmi. Where we keep money, what Anthusa invests in. As though we're Athenian aristocrats. Can't Anthusa intervene? I'm not naive. I won't expose the others to this. So he can go after them next? He might anyway. Sounds like he needs answers.
It sounds like he's trying to learn how to either find Antusa or find a way to break up her operation.
Who was he before all this? Obsessive, but never threatening.
He didn't stand out in symposiums until he had his Drachmi act for him.
Well, something's sure giving him courage now. I'll see what he has to say for himself.
If he's not lurking around here, he'll be at his house. I want this to end today.
It will. People tend to show their true selves to my spear, whether they like it or not.
Okay.
This area will be well defended.
Yeah, now I'm trying to open the quest log so I can figure out which quest I'm working on here. And reach client's house. There we go. That's the one we're looking for. You know, I've really found that Ubisoft is... Maybe this is a problem that's been growing with them for a long time, and I just haven't caught it. Or, I don't want to say I haven't caught it. Maybe I've just been kind of turning a little bit of a blind eye to it because I am a really big Ubisoft fan. But I'm really noticing it with this game, and I noticed it a little bit with Origins, but I feel like they're... You know what? Hell, I'll even say I noticed this with Far Cry 5 as well. They're trying to make these games like... They're trying to make more RPG-esque games. Not saying that Far Cry 5 was an RPG, because it was definitely more of an action-adventure title / first-person shooter. But just the way that the quest structure lines up, the way that, like with this one, we had something similar to when we got into Athens. I mean, almost exactly the same. We met up with that politician. Go help 2 or 3 of my friends. Come back to me, then I'll help you. We come to her. Help 2 or 3 of my friends. Come back to me. I'll give you the answers you need. You know, it's almost like the main quest shoves us into 3 or 4 smaller side quests that don't necessarily advance the plot of the overall story forward. I'm not going to say it's lazy writing, it's just very straightforward. It's not what I'd expect out of an RPG, in all honesty, or typical RPGs. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I'm, like I said, maybe this has been a problem with Ubisoft for a long time. And like I said, just because I'm a fan, I haven't really seen it. But yeah, that's just kind of my take on this game. It's just it's really weird. Again, not saying it's a bad game, not saying it's a bad RPG. I'm just saying it's... I don't know, maybe it's because I compare RPGs to, in one of my opinion, one of the best RPGs, that was The Witcher 3. And now people want to argue with me on that one. I stand by that. I think The Witcher 3 was a phenomenal RPG.
What are you doing here? I heard the Mali's talking about her crazy client earlier, and I wanted to help.
You may be right. I could use...
Maybe I shouldn't be encouraging her.
That was my plan all along.
I'm going to talk to Damalis's client and see what he has to say.
I've been here, spying, and I heard him mumbling to himself. He's weird. But maybe if I tell you what he said, it could help?
Let's hear it.
Let me think. He said something about having to meet someone at Faye's pig farm tonight. That could help.
It could. Did he mention why?
To get something from them. A deed to some land, I think he said.
Well, that's something. What else?
Oh, he said their name. Vinomenes. Wonder who that is.
Good to know. Thank you, Phoebe the spy.
Not bad, huh?
Time to act. Listen closely. You sneak inside and see what you can find in his house while I distract him.
Quiet like a mouse.
Good. But if you get caught, run. Right out the door. We'll meet afterwards. Promise?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Like I said, I don't think I should be encouraging this kid. But at the same time, I can't help it. I like her. I like her spunk.
Do I know you?
No, but I know you.
If Miron sent you, tell him I was going to pay him back this very night.
No one sent me. We need to talk. I know you're up to something.
Something? Something could be anything. You have nothing on me.
I think they said pig farm.
You're going to Fair's pig farm. And meeting some like-minded person there, I hear.
Where did you hear that? You're wrong. Dead wrong.
Yep, deed to land.
You a deed to some land. What that land will be used for, I don't know.
A spy? What else do you have on me? Cough it up.
Oh, flip.
The Nomenis will be quite upset if I don't let you meet him tonight.
How?
Oh, thank God, I totally guessed on that one.
And as her client, you seem to think she owes you something.
I do love her, you know? With my whole heart.
And yet, you're scaring her.
Better me than another more careless man. Either I hurt the malice or I'm killed.
That's not love. It's weakness.
You say it as though I don't know. He knew that too. That's why he's making me.
Who's making you?
Tell the mollies I'll stop. That I'm sorry.
Fine. Here, old man.
Alright, kid, good work. I'm just glad I remembered her briefing. I'm seriously, I mean, like, I was checking a pop-up that came up on my computer. So I was kind of half listening to Phoebe.
I wonder what this means.
What's this? A coin purse?
His things aren't very nice, though. If he's rich, why have all that junk?
He must have just gotten paid. I've seen that iron poker used before.
He didn't have a furnace. Why does he have this?
It's not used for fire. It's a weapon. For torture. I saw someone use it in Fokis. Someone huge.
Huge like the Monger?
Just like the Monger.
Ah, he's the cultist that we're hunting.
Mean. It says he'll get hurt if he keeps doing things wrong.
I thought as much.
And it says more. That he needs to bring the malice to a place here in Corinth. There's directions. What do you think it is?
Don't know. But I'll find out.
Right behind you.
Not this time. Go to the malice and wait for me there.
Oh, please.
You've done enough for today. It could be dangerous. I'll come find you after.
Fine. Oh, I almost forgot. I got the sword from you from his house.
Wow. You're a good thief.
That's something to be praising a kid for.
A prison? I should find out.
Like, hey kid, you're a good thief. That's some strong values you're raising in that kid. Alright, as always, I prefer to take the roof.
Best stay out of sight.
They tell you? Some Macedonian guy is trying to sell us longer spears. What do we need Truly fascinating.
This must be the place described in the letter. Anybody home?
Damn it. I didn't see this guy over here. Should have seen him. Alright, we'll take this guy out first. Now we go for the big guy. Come on, mash attack. Oh. What? Why are you attacking me, lady?
It's blood. Lots of it. Chains? Oil? This can't be what I think it is.
What? Is this some sort of, like, weird sex basement?
A lock of hair. It smells familiar somehow. Malaka, what is this?
Yeah, I think I'm right. I think it's some sort of creepy sex basement.
All right, you little shit. Who sent you?
What are you doing here?
I wanted to help.
Give her here.
Leave, Phoebe, now! Don't take another step.
You're brave coming here. You want a whipping? The monger would love to take you on.
He'd rot in the underworld for that.
Prude, this is Corinthia. Anything goes in this Sexandron, and the monger will be satiated.
You're as sick as he is, worm.
Whether they like it or not, any victim he likes gets his special treatment. I'll tell him you volunteer.
That's if you can beat me, you piece of shit.
Now, I'll fucking kill you.
So that whole bit of dialogue, I think, could have been delivered a little... just one shot. That whole bit of dialogue, I think, was a little stiff. I mean, his delivery, Cassandra's... Yeah, I don't know. I really like Cassandra's voice actor. I really like her. I think she delivers just a wonderful character. Every emotion is spot on. It's just something about anger. And this isn't just her. This is something I find with voice actors throughout just games. Is anger is really hard to get right. And I think I even noticed this in movies. It's just something about it always feels forced or faked. It never feels like a raw, real emotion. No, I will say, I think Christopher Judge's, or I believe that was the voice actor with Kratos in the last God of War. I thought his was pretty damn good. I do gotta say, his performance was phenomenal.
Cassandra,
Like I said,
your little friend beat you back.
You made it.
because she ran.
I know all the shortcuts now. I'm sorry, Cassandra.
It's all right. You had good intentions.
I thought I could sneak in.
I feel like I'm enabling her.
Didn't. Especially with what I found there.
What happened to you?
I just left the monger's Sexandron, if you can believe it. And it's where you were headed.
No.
It's true. Your client was being forced to take you there. And we found these.
What does this mean?
It means the monger got to him. He does have his hand in everything.
At least I know how to deal with him now that I know what he's after.
He'll leave you alone now. He gave me his word.
So, we really can trust you, can't we?
We're not all so easily blackmailed.
Alright, so... I do gotta say, at least, with what I was saying earlier, at least I've really enjoyed these quests. I mean, these little side quests, I mean, they're little short, you know, short little things, but I do gotta say, I enjoy them at least.
Cleo! Cleo! By Aphrodite. Cleo better get back here soon.
Why call on the gods when you have one of their messengers at your service?
How did you know I needed help?
Anthusa told me you could use a hand.
Cleo, one of our girls, didn't meet me for prayer this morning. She wasn't at home either. I'd go investigate, but I'm not sure what I could do on my own.
She might have been taken.
I asked around. One of our clients said he saw Cleo brought aboard the ship. The men were armed, so there was nothing he could do. I'd pay a lot of drachmi to get her back.
Armed? Take me to the ship. We'll get Cleo back.
Oh, we got 2 ability points. I've completely forgotten about that. Come on, game. Load it up. Alright, let's see. What skill? What do we want? I don't need slow time. While the conflict will not cause exposure, but attacking or... Okay, so if we upgrade this a level, now we can move around and not be caught. Alright. So we need to upgrade the spear to get the next level of that. Okay. I don't need any of those. Yeah, really. You know what? Actually, now that I can, let's assign this ability. Because I really like the Rush Assassinate. Need a higher spear level. Yeah. Yeah, let's just take Stealth Master 100%.
Who do you think took her?
It wouldn't be the first time the Monger's men came after one of us.
No, I want to call my... Call my stupid horse.
Ride, Phobos!
I never ride my horse. I run everywhere, because in all honesty, I think it's I think it's faster. Because I, A, don't like how the horse controls, and B, I don't think the horses are that fast. Even when you're running out in the open road.
None of us have ever disappeared like this before. Some are worried they'll be taken next.
I just ran over a bunch of chickens. I don't get why they put those weird chicken battles in this game. If anyone knows what the hell I'm talking about, those random times where chickens just start to attack you. I'm not gonna lie, I've been killed by one. Haha.
They had a bad reputation, but it wasn't always that way. We used to be safe.
Until the Monger.
We're not sure why he came, but Corinth is worse off because of him.
What the? Oh, that's a normal dog. Okay, it looked like a tiger or something.
There. That's the boat our client is on.
Alright, well then I need the Adrestia. Oh, well there's my ship. My dog's sad. I don't know why she's out there barking.
To your positions!
Helm's ready for you.
You've discovered something, cousin.
The cult, Irovatus. They're worse than we thought.
What do you mean?
Narholis? I found this woman, the priestess, who stole my brother Alexius away from my mother a long time ago. That same priestess was getting ready to take down the physician Hippocrates for his radical views.
She can't.
And she won't. But there are so many others out there like her. They're everywhere. And we will find them.
Come back here, you stupid boat.
Get the oars ready! Archers, get ready! Shoot! What? Throw it! Go! We're at maximum speed! Down the spear! Ready arrows!
They're speeding up for a hit, Commander.
Increase speed!
Ah, damn it, I missed the...
Throw spears! Archers to the front!
From just to get a little closer. Come on.
Commander, we need to brace, but get out of the way! Out of sight, out of mind. Just smooth
Head
sailing
over
ahead.
water! Boarding party on me! Let's send them to Poseidon!
Come on. Alright, he should die of that poison. Or, well, that soldier of mine is just going to come over there and kill him. Whatever. Either way works. Dead. Dead. And... dead.
Stay back. I'm here to rescue you.
Rescue me. You sunk my boat, pirate.
Me? An outlaw? Oh, you wound me.
What are you talking about? Mystios, please. We were heading to Mykonos, which is safe. If you'll take me there, I can pay you the toll I would have paid my crew.
Back to Corinth with you.
All right, I'll get you there. Next time my crew docks at Mykonos, you can depart. In the meantime, welcome aboard.
Thank you, Mystios. This is what's best, I promise.
Yeah, but you want to tell me why you're running? Oh, okay, I am back on my ship. I guess they just hang out back there on those seats. You know, sailing on that ship, listening to your crew sing, really depressing. Their songs are just kind of monotoned and sad. That was my favorite thing about sailing in AC4.
Your friend didn't need rescuing. She hired that ship to get out of Corinth and go somewhere safe.
So, she's really gone?
She's not coming back. No.
Thank you. I'll let Anthusa know. Guess I'll be alone at prayer tomorrow. You promise she's safe?
You have my word.
There we go. Yeah, it was one of my favorite things about Assassin's Creed 4 was sailing around and listening to sea shanties. I loved it. It was so it made the monotony of traveling really fun, and then there was all the, you know, the whaling and the, you know, there was all the whaling and all the ships to plunder, and again, I stand by it. I thought naval combat in AC4 was so well thought out, so well executed compared to this game. This game, it just feels like it's a shell of what they did with that. They tried to make it really fast. They tried to... It feels like they almost tried to emulate it, but make it simpler, make it less drawn out. I don't get the sense of the big naval battles that I had in AC4. You know, like when the storms rolling in and there's all these waves and everything. And I guess there's something to be said about that game was about the ocean and about sailing and pirating and yada, yada, yada. And that's only a small portion of this game. But I feel like... But if you're going to do it right. You had a game that absolutely nailed it. And you just kind of, in my opinion, you flub it in this one. And again, I'm willing to admit, I understand, I'm the minority with this one, that
this is the place.
people have absolutely fallen all over this game. Again, I kind of get it, but at the same time, I don't. I think there were so many better games this year. Again, as always, that's, you know, as always, let me preface it saying, you know, this is my opinion, this is yada yada yada. Can I see what I am supposed to be destroying?
Just let me out. Please, my friend. You have given me a chance.
Go. I'm just gonna run around and... Oh, God. I'm on fire. There we go. I'm just gonna... Didn't want to have to pull out like 8 torches, but whatever.
There's someone here. She's dead. She should be nearby.
Ah, damn it! I wasn't able to. I was trying to do something. I was trying to set those oil jars on fire. Alright. Trying to figure out what all I haven't burned. Oh, it's up. Oh, okay. Let's go. Cool.
Come and get it.
Just a little look. Where has this been all game? That's a phenomenal scene. The action, the choreography, just everything in that was phenomenal. I thought they were about to scatter. Jeez, that was cool. I've said this. I think I said this in the last video. This game, I feel like this game is a lot less cinematic than any other Assassin's Creed game I've played. Like, there's really not a lot of, like, true cutscenes like that. It's mostly two characters standing in static locations talking. I think they have that problem because of all the dialogue choices. I mean, there are just scenes where they can't have it like that fully rendered cutscene like that, because we have to sit there and have the... It's kind of like Dragon Age. Like, there are some really cool cutscenes, but when you're sitting and talking to somebody, it's just two static characters standing right next to each other, spitting words out.
There's resolve in you.
We have that in common.
Like this.
I saw innocents trapped in the flames.
I did what I could. The flames were thick.
No one can be spared of Hades. My thanks anyways.
My name's Cassandra. I'd thank you too, if I knew who you were.
Brasidas of Sparta. You're a newcomer to Corinth.
You're a spy too?
An old Spartan tactic. I have my ways.
I get the sense that's a Corinthian hobby. Anthusa has her Etera watching from every post.
Ah, Anthusa. We disagree, but have a common enemy.
The Monger?
We agree he should be killed, but we differ on how.
So, Sparta also has a Monger problem. What do you know about him?
His weapon has a far reach. Corinth is allied with Sparta. It's our duty to protect them.
Then working alongside Anthusa is your best bet.
If she had her way, the Mongol would be flayed in the streets. Sparta wants him dealt with quietly.
What do you want to do with him?
Right now, the Mongol rules Corinth. I want to replace him with minimal bloodshed.
He'll only be dethroned if he's killed. It's simple.
Yes. Diplomacy isn't something he understands.
From what I hear, I'm not surprised.
We arrested his top men, armed the citizens, tried to stir the police against him. It never came to be. The only thing left to try is a quick slice of the blade.
I like this guy.
We'd lure him into Corinthia's sacred cave, and it'd be over.
Oh, man, I want to help this dude, but we didn't.
Anthusa has given me her word, and I've given her mine. She's hired me to kill the Monger.
She did?
She has something I need, and the Monger is in my way.
Keep your spear pointed his way, and Sparta will thank you.
I was Spartan, once.
Once?
Until I was thrown off Mount Aietos as a child, and left for dead.
You're the daughter of General Nikolaos? All of Sparta knows your name. And here you are, alive. Impossible.
I survived. I raised myself alone while life continued in Sparta.
Never mind being a Spartan. Those of good character will forgive and should be forgiven.
I'm on the hunt for my mother, Myrini. And the only way is through Anthusa.
Yes, Myrini.
You knew Nikolaos?
A good general, but a stubborn Spartan.
And rewarded for his loyalty.
But he disappeared, and his body was never found. The state pronounced him dead.
That's all right. I haven't seen him since I was a child. You don't know anything about Myrini, do you?
I know that no one should have to endure such tragedy alone. And I heard she left Sparta that night. No one has forgotten Myrini.
From what I know, she wanted them to forget. There's no going back now.
The displaced can always find their way home. The gods have just decided you must fight for it.
They couldn't make it any easier.
Chin up, Spartan. Easy doesn't exist.
Goodbye, Brasidas.
We'll meet again. I'm in the fight with you. Show courage.
I like this guy. Can I bring him on as like a cat, as like one of the commanders on my ship? I like the dude. Looks like we gotta... Yeah, like I was saying though, there's a sort of cinematic quality that I feel like this game is lacking, and I think it's because they've tried to push so hard for dialogue choice and all of that. I think because there was such a push and attempt to again go more traditional RPG, you kind of lost something in some of these cutscenes. And again, maybe it's because I'm used to comparing it to other Assassin's Creed games, which had some really great cinematics, had some really great moments. And this game, honestly, up to this point, I can't tell you, there really haven't been a lot of cinematics. I mean, there's been a lot of scenes like that where you're standing and talking to somebody, but like that fight scene, there really hasn't been a lot, if any, scenes like that in this game. And that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I also mentioned this last video. Something else I'd love to see is what people always called it the White Room. You know, whenever you took out a target in previous Assassin's games, you know, it would always be the character standing over the guy they just assassinated, talking to them. You know, their dying breaths or whatever. Oh, God, I was lit on fire. They were really cool in... What was I saying? They were really cool in the other games, but I really liked what they did with Origins. The rage in Bayek and the just all the stuff that they did in that game was just amazing. And I feel in ways this game took a step forward from Origins, again, as far as the role-playing game and everything goes, but I feel like, as a whole, this game was a step back. I feel like... I'm trying to think exactly how to put this. It's just, the best way I can say it is, I think as a whole, this game was a step back from what Origins delivered. That's my opinion.
Your plan seemed to work. The Monger's thugs ambushed me.
I heard. I also heard you had no problems dealing with them.
It wasn't my first fight in Corinth.
Or your last. We're going to take the Monger to task at the theater. I've arranged a Corinthian drama no one will forget.
Brasidas is worried about the anarchy that could follow the Monger's death. He wants him dead, but wants it done quietly.
That man is a long way from Sparta. This is Corinthia, so we'll do it the Corinthian way.
Alright.
I'm with you. We'll put on a show.
Meet me and my girls there. The public has no idea what spectacle they're about to witness.
Alright, when I'm done with this video, I gotta play with my cat, because he's sitting under my desk and biting my foot. He's swatting at, just like swatting at cords and whatnot. And usually means he wants to play. Or that he doesn't like being ignored. Either way. He doesn't like being ignored. Nah, he's a good little guy 99% of the time. And there's that like other 1% where he just runs back and forth in my apartment. Like, the number of times I've seen him charge from one end of my apartment to the other and then back for no reason. Whatever, makes him happy. Kind of like the giant stack of the guy who lived in my apartment. I still get like magazines and some shit from him. So I have like a giant stack of it in the corner of my apartment, and my cat plays in it. Oh, this is the Monger.
You wanted the fucking show?
I wanted you to see the face of every person you've wronged.
I'll cover their faces with that precious blood of yours. Just like I should have done with Mirini.
This guy's not that terrifying.
never rule these streets, you pig!
Oh, you bet your pretty face I will.
Get your filthy hands!
And when I do, I'll rip your fucking head right off and send it to the cult as proof.
Or we're just gonna stand here looking at a blinding white screen until we, you know, fight this guy. Let's go, game. There we go.
You knew my mother?
She was big fucking trouble, but I'll pay her back. When I'm done with you, I'm gonna find your mother and bring her your fucking head.
Not if I bring her yours first.
They won't have much to say after I smash your brains all over the stage.
Well, what is it? Do you wanna
My streets.
do you wanna smash my head in or cut my head off? You can do one or the other.
Get the fuck off my streets.
But you know what I'm saying? Like you could kill Cassandra and cut her head off to present it to her mother, or you could bash her brains in. You can't do both. See here. Sorry, I got distracted. One did not need to see the monger in the streets of Corinth to feel him there. His brutes had taken over the city, once the richest and most prosperous point in all of the Greek world, now wallowed in corruption. The cult would use this thug with a small mind and a firm grip to do their bidding. Where is he? He's in the... Oh, he's down here. Oh, this is our first in the Peloponnesian League. Cool. Alright, that'll still damage him. I'm trying to fight him with reach.
Let's go.
Alright. New plan. I'm gonna focus on his minions. Yeah, I want to fight him with reach with my spear. I gotta either really upgrade that spear, or I gotta replace it. That random horse. Yeah, I either gotta replace the spear with something else, or heavily upgrade that thing, because it's just not doing the damage I need it to do. And I like having the reach of... I like having the reach of the spear compared to my knives. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I love the speed of the knives, but like, fighting that lion, if I would have had a strong spear, probably would have been a little easier, because I wouldn't have to worry about the range as much as I did. God, I'm just gonna keep spamming this move. I love it. Come on, dude, I'm right here.
You're strong.
Alright, we're just gonna hold back. Finish him.
People of Corinth, behold the weasel that steals your bread, the scourge that spoils your crops.
Demos would be disappointed in you.
Awesome. Gotta give the game some credit, though, for not skipping on the blood.
He's dead. victory, then meet me somewhere quiet. I'll tell you all I know about your mother. I can't give you enough thanks for what you've done. And for once, I can also thank Alcibiades. He sent you here, after all.
There's more to him than meets the eye.
He knew you could
Dun 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 dun. Sorry.
It's no secret that I'll also benefit from his death. Let's talk.
Yes, Myrine. She came and left Corinthia in a flurry, but made an impression on me, like a great storm.
I remember that part of her well.
A strong woman with great intensity. She wanted to find her place here in Corinth, but never found what she was looking for.
You speak of her kindly. You were her friend.
Perhaps on the surface, but she had a great pain in the middle of her that no one could get to.
How did you come to know her?
There was so much rain that night. I saw her, sleeping in the streets, and gave her shelter.
She was a vagrant? I wonder what my father would think of that.
I didn't know what happened to her. All she told me was that she'd left the place that tore her apart. Sparta.
Did she find work?
She kept to herself, with one eye always on the port. She could have stayed with us, but I think she was looking for something else.
Was there no mention of her past? A husband, family?
Nothing. Speaking of Sparta only brought her misery. It's like a part of her was missing.
After Corinth, where did she go?
That? I don't know.
She must have given you some hint.
I don't think even she knew where she was headed. All I know is she won a ship thanks to a lucky dice throw. Tyche owed her that much, at least. I remember the ship's name well. Siren Song.
Siren Song?
It was famous for weathering all that Poseidon threw in its path.
Thank you, Anthusa.
May the gods look well upon you, Cassandra. Visit me anytime. I'll catch you up on Corinth's affairs. It seems I have an interesting future ahead of me.
So do I. Siren Song. If I can find someone who knows the ship, I'll be one step closer to finding her.
Alright, so that's another cultist down, and we have our new... the new cultist we're looking at. The sage one's Brasidas dead. And, oh yeah, Brasidas was the guy that we just, that we're just talking to. I said, God, yeah, I really like that dude. That fight scene was just so freaking good. Alright, guys, well, we're going to close here. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to all that stuff is down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Not entirely sure what we'll do in the next one. Maybe we'll we'll probably go turn some stuff in at the Daughters of Artemis. Go talk to the blind guy, and you know, have him tell us some stories. Maybe do some side quests, hunt some cultists. I haven't fully decided, but stay tuned for that next time. And until then, my name's AJ Gels, the Something Gaming Channel. I'm out.